So the two kits I used in this project are the high-grade Gouf Custom and the high-grade Zaku 2 High Mobility type. As always with my projects, I have my helper, Buddy. So the high-grade Gouf Custom is one badass looking kit, and the Zaku 2 High Mobility type just naturally complements it in lots of ways. They have very similar frames, so I thought this kit was really a no-brainer. I had no problems kit bashing this, I felt like, at the end of the day. So the main thing with the Gouf Custom for me was I did not really like the shield. I think it's covering up lots of the good bits. I wanted to make the Gatling gun more independent of it, so it came off more something like, I don't know, you'd see something like in the heavy arms or the Lilith-er. To that end, I basically just took out the shield entirely and removed the top bar. I still have the piece behind the shield that attaches to the raised gauntlet for leverage, and you'll see that in a bit coming up here. For the shoulder pauldron, I kept one of them, and I removed the spikes on them because I didn't really like the spikes, especially the long sideways one. And I thought they turned out absolutely fantastic looking, so yeah. For the Zaku 2 High Mobility type, there's lots of different weapon loadouts and stuff you can choose for this, but the main thing I wanted from this were the legs, the right arm including the rocket packs, and the actual bazooka itself. Those were big for me. And the legs, of course, so many thrusters. Goddamn, keep it going faster than the flaming note there. So here's a quick little preview of exactly what I had in mind for the Gatling gun and the shoulder pauldron. We'll get a closer look here. Here's all the weapons kind of in their painted state, just awaiting all the other stuff that's going to be going on. Quick little preview, we get a closer look up here again. So I went ahead and also painted all the pieces that I needed to using Tamiya TS spray paints. That was also very interesting. This is the first time I used them. This is supposed to be a dark yellow, but it kind of turned out more of like a World War II Africa campaign kind of color. So yeah, the bazooka here, obviously this is pre any kind of gloss coat or decals or anything like that, but I thought it turned out great. Used red hand paint for the scopes, etc. For the inside rockets there, the rocket packs, I used hand-painted gunmetal. Everything else is spray-painted with either metallic gray or plain gray. The shoulder pauldron's obviously red, but it kind of came out, I don't know, candy-ish, but I'm totally fine with that. Here's the galley gun in all its glory. Used a silver marker there for the actual barrels and a gold marker for the like gun belt, which I thought turned out absolutely great. So far so good as far as this project is concerned. Here's some pieces already assembled. We got the right arm. Of course, this is still pre any kind of top coat whatsoever. Here's the Gatling gun fully assembled. As you can see, there's that jury-rigged piece behind there. It is attached with a little piece of runner and super glue, but it helps keep the gun more upright and his arm not drooping, you know what I mean? Otherwise, the Gatling gun would always be just kind of drooping if it was only being held by the hand. So here is a lot of other assembled pieces, the chest with the head partially, the legs and the waist, both arms, all the weapons. Absolutely looking awesome at this point. I'm super happy with the results so far. So here is the kit assembled pre any kind of gloss coat. I will be doing a gloss coat after this, applying any and all decals that I want to. I was able to do most of my panel lining pre-coat, evidently. I didn't really have problems doing it over the paint or before it in some cases, like with the red. So yeah, at this point, I think it looks fucking awesome, and I'm gonna be very minimalist with my decals because that's the way to go. So here's all the individual parts with the decals I applied. Like I said, I went with less is more as far as these go. I don't want it to be too distracting. So nothing too crazy, like 4 or 5 per part, I would say. A bit more on some of the other parts, like the chest. But yeah, these are all waiting a top coat of matte or flat. I forget which one I have. But I do 2 or 3 to all of these, but yeah. Goddamn, this goddamn project was driving me crazy for like 2 months, but without further ado, here we go. So you'll have to excuse my absolutely shitty jury-rigged home display plate, literally using a plate on top of Tupperware here. But I wanted to give you guys a really good look at the kit after everything was done, all the top coat applied. It looks absolutely great in my opinion. There's obviously a lot of areas where I could have improved, where I could have applied the paint a bit more flat. A big problem was the primer that I used. We're just going to go into a slideshow here, by the way, of various shots that I took. But I hand applied all the primer instead of spraying it, and I think that's where a lot of the texture issues for some of the paint comes. It didn't properly sit over it in some cases, like the chest piece. But I think I can rectify that by getting spray primer next time, and most of my issues will disappear after that. I still don't quite have the space or the money aside for an airbrushing kit, but overall I'm 100% satisfied with the outcome of this. I think it looks like a really gritty Xeon Remnant-esque kind of 08th MS team. Obviously it's kind of from there, but yeah. Big fan. I thought the colors turned out great. The desert theme, World War II Africa campaign color, whatever you want to call it, really pops with that red shoulder. Kind of like a Venom snake thing going on. All the extra rocket packs really give that DACA kind of thing going on. Big old Gatling gun. Right out of 8th MS team.